Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Welcome to Vesta Angels Tarot. This is going to be your reading for July the 20th, 2024. Hope everybody is well. So as you can see for the cards that came out in your pre-shuffle, we have They Are Waiting for You. Love is the answer. And then the number 10, You Make My Heart Full. Is that a song? Sometimes I channel songs. It's very rarely. I know a lot of people may get downloads or messages through songs. Um, I kind of wish I was like that, but every now and then I will get messages through a song. So for some of you, if you can think of the album or the record or the song where that lyric may be associated with it, but but I'm old school though, so it may be an older version of a song from some of y'all that may be in your 20s. Okay. So, but yeah. So somebody is waiting for you or you're waiting on somebody. Love is always the answer, but that's not necessarily so for some people that does not want to practice that heart chakra, right? And then you make my heart full. Now, here go the masculine again coming through the reading. I actually was supposed to do the masculine reading yesterday, but all of that Saturn energy came out. If you haven't watched that, make sure you go and take a look at it because we had got the Gemini card talking about information to explain. Now, it's not Mercury retrograde yet, not until August, but that's not too far away. So we still can be in the pre and post period. Is always like 7 days before, 7 days after. Mercury will be retrograde August the 4th through around August the 20th, 27th. And for the people who do not know, I practice Jasti or Vedic Sidereal, not Western astronomy or astrology anymore, right? But what went on around the world um, is bigger than a Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde don't have that much of a pull. I'm going to tell you now. All of that is Saturn energy. Um, I'm going to do another Saturn, just Saturn only reading. Um, but I wanted to check real quick on what's going on or how something can be fixed about the um I'm trying to choose my words carefully about what's going on, okay? If you don't know, you don't know, but this is about the some people allegedly is calling it a cyber attack. Some people are just blaming it on a software company. But I'm gonna tell you, like I said, Saturn is a being retrograde is a very, 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 very big deal. Saturn rarely goes retrograde like that, and when it do, all type of stuff hit the fan. Okay. Um, yeah, because Saturn being retrograde until November the 4th is, like I told you in other readings, is going to continue to be more and more and more stuff that happen where that us as a collective cannot seem to understand why. Because most of us, unless you're at least 100 years old, have not really taken place with a type of Saturn being retrograde in our life. Okay, that's how serious it is. Now, when Saturn does go back direct after November, back to Aquarius, um, it won't go back to Aquarius until 50 years. Do you understand? Who was that? So that's how big of a deal it is. I'm so glad you're here because I need to put you back as a not as a moderator. Uh, I did it. Okay, yeah, I know. But I was going through my channel. I'm sorry everybody else for the interrupting. I was going through my channel trying to rearrange it to put more of my current videos, live videos up toward the top so you wouldn't have to really search for it. And then I accidentally deleted your name as a moderator. So not for this name that you're under now. I still have you for your other name as a moderator, the other one. But for this one, I accidentally just deleted it like 5 minutes ago. So thank you so much for coming in. Um, so yeah. Okay. So now I'm so glad you came on. So I fixed that. So I'm glad for that. Okay. Let me stop talking. But as you can see, some of you can probably see also, like watching different YouTube videos, you see a lot of people moving for the first time, taking all these type of new steps, new beginnings, going from one state to another state. You see a lot of people moving from Georgia, from New York, all the way to the west side, to Arizona, to Texas. People moving, next door from Alabama and Louisiana over to Texas and all this type of stuff. A lot of the younger generations are already taking that type of first step, a huge step, right? In their 20, 21, 22, 23 years old, moving across state. That is the energy. I got my window open, so that's a little gnat. That's a huge step. That is Saturn applying the pressure already in their life to get their karma going. Because sometimes it take people in our 30s, 40s, and 50s to make that type of decision. A lot of times, because we don't like to uproot our children, our home that we're buying, right? Um, Paying mortgages for 10, 15, 20, 30 years. We don't like to uproot that unless we have a great, amazing paying job where that we can rent that house out and go and get another one or something like that, right? But this is what I'm saying by a lot of these 20 and 30 years old people right now are taking on that Saturn energy, which is applying the pressure to them, perseverance, pressure, patience, right? Already trying to achieve their goal and to go ahead and step out there and to go after it. Because that's all that's coming up on my feed. Once I watch two or three of those type of age people, right, with moving vlogs, it started all coming up on my feed. And then I'm watching these people that's like 22 moving out for the first time. Hmm. You know, taking on a new apartment and stuff like that with rent already starting out in the 1700s. That is that Saturn energy, right? Okay. Let's so some of you that may be that age range or but between young and up to 40 years old. Some of you may be thinking about moving to another state. Getting ready to start vlogging, okay. Your moving series and stuff like that. All right, let's check the energy of what is going on with this informational delay according to everything that is kind of being shut down when it comes to, oh, hold on. Oh, yeah. A lot of companies are losing a lot of money, especially with the airplanes being grounded. Can you? Well, I don't care because, hey, it ain't my company and I don't fly. So, but yes, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. A lot of families are being delayed, um, losing money because it also can be business trips that people are having to attend to by flying or some mode of transportation, but mostly flying. But I believe the trains are also being shut down. Um, you got what companies like RRS, the government. You got Ten of Pentacles in reverse family. I seen a list of different companies that was affected by this glitch. I'm just gonna call it that, right? You had the SNAP benefit that went down. You had the airplanes. You had cash registers that went down. So a lot of small businesses, also major restaurants, could not take payment unless it was cash. You had families that were being couldn't connect together, so people was missing out on money, okay, by booking a flight, and they're having to sit there, continue to buy food if they're stuck at the airport, or purchase a hotel if the hotel is not affected, or having to come out of more money to pay for a hotel. And yes, this is affecting a lot of things, but I do see the Knight of Pentacles with Mars and Jupiter both in Taurus here. Mars wouldn't really have um, anything to have a sense of effect with Jupiter there. It would kind of slow things down with Mars being in Taurus second house, but it wouldn't have this type of effect. That's what's going on. But we do have a lot of people that are losing money. Also, can be people who are working. So they are probably being sent home if you're working corporate or trying to keep logging in, working from home. But people are losing money unless the company is still going to pay these employees a day's wages because their the internet is not working, or computer, or their program to be able to work from home or work from office. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody here don't seem too disappointed though. I can say allegedly somebody came out on top on this. Somebody did reap the benefit with the Empress card coming up as the first card. Um, Somebody did reap the benefits from this. They did. Now I have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So it's gonna be it's still a delay. Okay. It's very stagnant or stuck right now. This also can be like a ransom, allegedly. This also can be a ransom that is due for this. And somebody here is gonna have to come off the money to pay for it, allegedly. They haven't done it yet with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. See, this is why I'm saying the Hangman is coming out in the upright. A sense of delay. Um, Now we have the Queen of Wands, which is Leo energy for me. And like I said, Mercury in Vedic Sidereal is going retrograde in Leo starting August the 4th. So actually that this was supposed to be started around August the 4th, but something allegedly or somebody did it early. This is what I see because it was a delay in it. It was supposed to be delayed into August or Leo season. Now, Leo season for me in Vedic won't be until the middle of August through September. So August the 15th through September the 15th. So that's when this was supposed to happen. But it was done anyway allegedly. Um Let me see. Now, this is also to get some type of how can I say it, notification, um notice. Somebody wanted to be noticed here. Somebody wanted to be 10th house of Capricorn, Scorpio at the bottom. Yeah, getting control of the situation, a secret, the results of power, purification to resurrect. So if this was resurrected, that means that it happened before, which I already know because I was a victim of the Equifax breach. The healthcare, Kaiser, they sent me an email that I was a breach to my daughter's medical record, I believe a couple of months ago. Um, I've had two breaches dealing with the credit system and also healthcare system of having a breach. And I don't have to say allegedly because I have the emails that were sent to me. Um, but this is going to be, everybody's going to go back to work though. It's going to be fixed. Let me clarify this for you. Just bear with me while I get some cards out, okay? Then we'll move to your romantic. It's going to take a while. See that? This is why I kept saying about the Knight of Pentacles in reverse is something that's stuck. Because in the upright, it moves very slowly, but at least it moves. And then you also have, you can't get more stucker than a hangman. Okay? So that's like 9 weeks to 9 days. Um, I do maybe see less than 6. Ooh, that's gonna be a while. Um, just take heed to any messages that I'm saying because I feel like I'm gonna be all over the place a little bit. But I see that some of y'all that are looking for work or wanting to go back to work is gonna take a while. So, you're running out of money or money will continue to diminish. So you don't know quite how to feel about it yet. Um, You don't really see any opportunities coming towards you right now. Some of you may miss the job or hate that you had to quit or lost a job here, because nobody's really offering anything, but you're trying to stay positive, okay? Also get into your entrepreneurship. If you're lacking work, besides looking for work and stuff like that, start some type of entrepreneurial. Yes. Some of you, it's going to take a while to get your entrepreneurial business up and started, but now is a great time to go ahead and start it. Like I told y'all in the past couple of months, this year was not about love and relationship. This year was going to be about economics and finance. It was going to be, quote unquote, about the world. It wasn't going to be, oh, I'm going to find my lover and we're going to live happy. No. Mm-mm. This was a year to get money. Okay. Now, next year, when you add the year up and it goes into the number 9, it can be more possible. But next year, the number 9 is going to be, a lot of people are going to be moving more into their spirituality or quote unquote religion, their faith, their beliefs. Okay. The world or people as a collective, we're going through still a shift. So this year, the number 8, or if you want to say the dragon, was about transformation from one process transitioning to another. Okay. Hey, is it Ada? And even if we're still talking about love, relationship, it's gonna be a while. So I want to tell you now, please get out of your head about, oh, this is not working. And I know it's hard for me to say according to how you feel for some of you. But again, this year you will not connect with anybody romantically, especially if you're starting something new. Now, y'all may connect, get to know each other, and take the transition or transformation from there. But just coming together, starting a relationship, even people getting married this year, is going to be hard for them if they don't come together spiritually or very deep in their religion together. Next year, they will be getting a divorce the year after, and that would be 2026. As you can tell, this year, with everything that's unfolding, that you're seeing in the news, that you're seeing on social media sites, a lot of people are awakening. Okay. And one thing about that, allegedly, the government can't stop spiritual evolution. They may can stop money, businesses have a hand in politics and governing and all that stuff, and whatever allegedly they're doing to us as a society, as a collective, or to this Gaia, Mother Earth, they can't stop your spiritual evolution. They cannot. So that's up to you. That's up to you. That is what we all are trying to experience. Some people are not going to be inclined or want to do it. Then you got some people that are slowly, Knight of Pentacles, um, slowly transitioning into the fact of what's going on spiritually, not just on the outside, but from within, because that's where it starts. Okay. At a special date in November, when Saturn stopped being retrograde. So, now, like I said, just keep up with me. Whatever comes out, come out. I'm trying to get information about, yeah, it's deeper than MK Ultra. That's just a minor, minute part of it. Okay. Because everybody is religious or spiritual, but a lot of people don't allow that to um, profess or profess or be seen on the outside. Even if it's on the inside of them, they still don't live in the higher frequency or vibration. We got so many people as a collective that lives in the lower vibration, and that is what is being having a sense of transformation or transition from. As you remember, and I say all the time, and you may heard this before, we're spiritual beings. We're not material beings. We're just material beings because we're living as a human experience right now. So yes, we have no choice but to be and have material things because we have to live in a material world. So that means that yes, we want to decorate our house. Yes, we want to have a form of transportation. Yes, we have to purchase shelter. Yes, we have to buy food. All of that is material stuff. But that's not who we are. We are spiritual beings. And as a spiritual entity, we do not fornicate. We don't eat. We don't sleep. We don't lay down in a bed. We don't have pillows. We not married. We don't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. We don't have any of that. So the whole test, and as people become more awakened, they starting to see this as the test of life, of the whole journey, was to experience as a human, as flesh. So as doing that, we accepted the karmas that come along with it, which is violence, health conditions, trying to remember our spirituality or religion, to stay in our higher frequency and vibration, even though we are put in a lower vibration now, okay? Because a long time ago, we wasn't such in a lower vibration. But at this time, moment of time, we are, right? Life was much more simpler before. When people just rode horses, we gathered our food out, harvested our food out of the earth. It was not or needed to be processed. Okay, all of that came along as more people started to be populated in this world in order to feed the masses. But long ago, we used to harvest our food straight from the ground, wash it, and cook it. So it was a lot more time to be simpler, to be more in your religion or understand the your spirituality, to be closer to source, because it was no sense of real competition. It was no, and I'm talking about long time ago, long time ago. Okay, life was just simpler. Now, I'm not talking about in the early 1800s when you started having the World Fair and all that stuff going on. I'm not talking about that time period. I'm talking about way before that, your ancestors, way before that. Yes. So, living a human experience as a spiritual being, that's what life is. And the more that you see that with your third eye, the more that a lot of this stuff will seem less important to you. I'll give you another example. Have you ever noticed that the filthy rich people, and you've seen this before, they don't drive the fanciest cars. They walk around in a regular t-shirt, some tennis shoes, some slacks, shorts, or jeans. They don't have on no huge amount of jewelry. And I'm talking about real rich people, okay? They don't showcase their money because their main purpose now is I got that, so what's now next? Okay, because they don't have a fear of not having to leave money to their family, to their children, not having a legacy. They don't have to worry about that particular anymore. But whatever they choose to worship or have a spiritual acknowledgement for, that's what they're more seeking toward, which is to get closer to that, because the older we get, none of this stuff is going to matter anymore because you can't take it with you. That's the whole test. So it's going to take a while at a special date, November. And when you let go. Okay, so we have a lot of later than you think going on. So even if this is talking about a love relationship, which we're going to get to quickly next, it's like I already told you, that's going to be later on. It's not going to be in the next couple of months and none of that. It's not going to be no type of connection. Not the one that you would prefer. Now, if you want somebody just to sleep with, somebody to, not really acknowledge you, somebody that you can start dating, but they're not going to commit to you. That's very easy to find. But if you're looking for a individual that you can possibly marry and have a real relationship with, mm-mm, it's not going to be this year. And not only by me being uh, in, uh, an interpreter for the readings, I read my environment, right? I read my environment with my third eye, not my two regular eyes. So I can feel it as intuitive energy and in my heart chakra that this is not the year for me to pair with anybody for a real relationship. Maybe next year or the year after, but this year, no. You can you can really read the energy in the air that this is not a time to be trying to pair. Now, times are getting hard or harder. People is very hard. The middle class is dissipating. So either you're going to be poor or you're going to be having some type of money in the bank. It's not going to be no middle class anymore. That's already been eliminated. You understand? So yes, a lot of us would love to pair with somebody where that two people can be putting in on finances. Two people is always better than one. But if the masculine energy, if that's what you prefer, even if you're same sex, if they're not cooperating, then what can you do? But pay more attention to yourself and concentrate the Empress card on what you need to accomplish right now. Instead of waiting for a knight to come in and to save you, it's not going to be one. Not this year. Okay? Concentrating on your job or career or expanding in your job and career, going into entrepreneurship, our sense of responsibility is going to rely on us for success. Now, let me see. It's going to be see, we got another Empress keep trying to come out. No flowers, right? This is not an isolated incident, what is going on. Oh, thank you, Ada. I appreciate the cash out. Okay. Um, we all are right now as a collective very scared. Courage in reverse. We may feel that we don't have the courage, the tenacity, the willpower, the strength to take on what is actually allegedly being forced upon us because we have no control over this, right? But again, this is not an isolated incident. Um, I may need to use these other cards. I'm kind of, I don't want to say struggling, but I'm trying to get the information, but it act like it don't want to give it to me. It could be trying to protect me. So let me put some of this out. Because even us, or I can speak for myself as readers, um, it's some things that I'm not here or meant to show or to tell you. It's about self-realization. And I can't do that for you. I can lead you to the messages, but I can't make a person have an aha moment because that will be a stroke to their ego. It will be a stroke to their persona, a strike on their personality, you know, insulting their wisdom or their clarity. I can't do that for you. Now, it may not be you necessarily, but different people that I may reach as a collective. Because I got people in India, England, and different places that watch me, not just United States. So it can be lots of rules and regulations and laws and things that people have to abide by that may be scared to really have a sense of awakening. But that's the purpose. That's the whole purpose. So We getting another stagnation card, which is the process of arrival. More baby steps is in progress, but this is what's coming out about what's going on with the shutdown. That's what I'm gonna call it, because that's what it is. And last night, yes, those of us that's helping to raise the vibration, yes, we have to be very strong. And Ada, that's another reason why I haven't quit YouTube. I don't have 350,000 followers and all that crap. I do it for my people. I don't do it for monetization and trying to get clout and stuff like that. Whoever's guided to my channel, I welcome, because they're in the awakening process, or they're awakened already. The other people flock to all of the other people channels for a reason. And I'm not mad about it. Um but what I do see here is going to be a step-by-step process. Why is it won't give me a timing on this? Oh, the tower. Okay. Well, I already got Scorpio right here. So, um, so a tower moment. Well, that's already self-explanatory. That this is a huge tower moment. Okay, because people who rely on EBT or food assistance to go to the grocery store and buy food, the system won't allow them to swipe their card. So how long is that gonna go before a family here, a mother of a family, um, for some people who have that assistance to go and buy food, how long is the system going to be down? Tower moment, you know. But like I said, it's an upheaval. Yes, we're in a survival mode right now. I don't know if people are realizing it, but we're in a survival mode because nothing can be transacted. Some people are stuck where they're stuck. Like I said, some people can't buy food, some people can't work. I don't know if some people can even pay their bill. So if they can't pay a bill with their lights, or be evicted or something like that, come becomes the next step, because the system is down and they can't accept the payment. You get what I'm saying? Some people can't pay their car note. So this is a moment of survival. Use your instinct here. The sudden change. Yes, it happened overnight. Chaos is what's going on here. And this is a very raw energy. Now, with the step-by-step card coming out first, this can be the process of arrival that we haven't seen nothing yet. And that's really what I'm feeling more toward. A lot of people are not prepared. Okay. You have to remember that some people don't have survival instincts. They depend on coffee shops. They depend on malls. They depend on putting their makeup on every day. They depend on luxury brand clothes to wear. They depend on dry cleaning. They depend on concierge, valet. Yeah. For real. You have people that are so, I don't necessarily want to call that low vibration, but it's not a type of survival mode either. It's not. I'm a type of person that if something happened, I can survive for a while, but I also can survive if I hit the lotto and become super rich. But you got some people who never had that type of environment in their life, where that they been down to the lowest and had to survive to get back up at least to somewhat of a better life. So this is what we're dealing with as a collective, you know? I can survive either way because, I didn't go to Girl Scouts or nothing like that, but just living, and I didn't grow up in the projects. I grew up middle class. But when I got on out on my own and started having children, it was some projects and things like that that I had to live in. But my house was beautiful on the inside, but my apartment was in the projects. But it was very pretty on the inside and went to work every day because that's all I could afford. So the survival skills are going to be different for everybody here. If you're talking about somebody who's living in a penthouse and don't know how to start a fire to keep themselves warm, if something happened, know how to put the basic minimum together to make them something to eat just to survive because they don't have no longer have DoorDash to bring it to them or a food delivery. This is what this is being cut down to. Okay. Yes, I worry about a lot of people too. You have a volcano. Remember, I told y'all that a volcano was going to erupt. It's Mount Etna over in Europe right now that is erupting. That came out a couple of weeks ago or last month in the reading. I still see a tsunami coming. We had it's 10 tornadoes that broke out yesterday in Chicago. Um, it's a lot of people that's in survival mode right now. You had the floods that hit Texas. It's a lot of people that's having a tower moment, and they have to do things step by step right now to get back um, into, you know, a decent living situation. But I don't really see them getting a lot of help right now either. And I don't mean from other friends or family necessarily, but it can be like help from the government or assistant programs or things like that. I don't see that here. Broom, clean it up. So this is again what we're going through. And everything needs to be cleaned up. This can be why we're having a tower moment. People don't understand that when you do wrong to people, um, things eventually will have to be cleaned up. That is the law of nature. But people say, oh, well, long as they tell you the law of attraction or law of karma, that they're going to get away with it. No, you don't get away with nothing from source. But the whole plan was that source don't step in all the time because this is a human experience as a spiritual being. Source is already inside of you. You just have to remember that. You have to go by that. You have to live by that. You have to walk by that. And again, I feel that these tower moments are going to keep happening here, repetitive. Okay, it's unavoidable right now. Very unpleasant. Yes, it's unwanted. Um, a lot of people are not going to have the courage to get through this right now. It's affecting a lot of people. And I feel again that this is going to be repetitive up until November. This is a lot of karma, okay, that Saturn is putting us through. Because the stuff is coming out of nowhere. It's unwanted, but this is what is unfolding. This is why I kept doing so many Saturn references, because a lot of people are not used to this. Okay. Warning, make a detour, vigilance, obstacles to avoid, guide, use tact and diplomacy. All right. If they give me a timing while I'm finna go over your love relationship, I'll say it. Okay. But I just feel right now that it's going to be slowly taken care of what's going on. Um, it may still be under 6 days. So maybe the next 2 to 3 days, okay, that this may can get cleared up. People are working on it, but I feel that this is again going to happen. Okay, but they're trying to do what they can to make sure that this type of obstacle don't happen again, and they need to make diplomacy to whoever did this. Allegedly, this was not no what you call it, glitch in a program. A glitch in a program does not shut down off of one software the whole world. Come on now, y'all smarter than that. Mm. The whole world runs off of one software and it shuts down everything. Every bank, the driver's license place, unemployment office, Department of Family Children Services, every airplane. Y'all really think allegedly one glitch in one software shut down the whole world? Okay. If you say so. If you say so, mommy. All right, for the people who want to know about love, relationships. Uh-oh. They won't even give me a chance to. I was trying to read your comment, Ada. You said, I'm going to be okay when it comes down to it. People get desperate. Yeah, they do get desperate real quick. Yeah, the toilet tissue. Yesterday when you seen it, yeah, like whatever's next. I'm going to keep picking these weeds and harvesting. Yes, harvesting your herbs. So, for the people who want to know about love, relationships, somebody can timestamp this at 48:43. We got Gemini energy, the Sun card. They're still emotionally attached. They're understanding here that love is the answer, but they are or haven't gotten the aha moment. Okay, but they're emotionally still invested or drawn to you and the situation, still wanting to work this out. They're also, excuse me, are wondering if you're happy without them. This person, whoever it is, they're waiting on you, but I don't feel that a lot of you, especially if you are empresses, are going to, or you shouldn't, as Vesta advice, you shouldn't fix this for this person. It's not your job to fix. Okay. We have so many divine feminines that try to fix other people. Um, and you can't do that. It only helped to continue to mask the problem in the other person. They have to have and want happiness from within. It don't matter what type of meal you pick or fix or cook or how much money you spend on them, how many kids you give them, how long you've been married or living together, how many body shaping surgeries you done had. Because we have a lot of beautiful women that are natural and unnatural when it comes to their body physique, and they're still getting cheated on. That don't mean nothing. That's because that person feels that they can fix, okay, or help to mask their partner's emotional disconnectedness from their self. And you can't fix that. That's just a reminder. Continue to work on your own emotional disconnectedness within yourself. And for some of you, disconnecting from a person. Some of you have already moved on emotionally, but some of you are still stuck. But some of you, I see, you're realizing that waiting on a love or a lover or new relationship is not going to make you happy. That's good. Some people are just now coming into that realization. You got some people that already been knew that because they went through it, they felt it, they healed from it. Some are still healing from it because you can't put no time limit on healing because we never stop healing. We get to a point where we can be, where we can continue to work on other relationships, partnerships, and continue to work on things in our life. But some people still have trauma from certain relationships and partnerships in their past that they still work on every day on the inside. I guess this one also, when this card came out, when you finally decide to let that go, you'll be even more happier. Um, because when you look at life and look at partnerships a different way, you're really just picking somebody that you want to deal with, okay, while you live your life and while you walk your journey. That's it. They who they are, you who you are. But some people take it so serious where that they cannot live without the other person. This person is their person. Um, they're nothing without this person. Source never want to hear you talk like that. But you got some people who act and who really believe in that. Oh, I'm nothing without you. You think Source want to hear that? This is what I'm talking about when I say about emotional disconnectedness. You never say, for some people, that you're nothing without the other person. Judgment, Scorpio energy. It's a lot of Scorpio energy going around. It's going to be crazy when the sun get in Scorpio. Oh my goodness. It's going to be a lot of endings. I know I'm going to stay in the house. When the sun go in Scorpio season, I ain't coming outside. I'm telling you. Emperor. So, somebody here is feeling pressured to work this out with you, but they're still having internal conflicts. They also still got other people around them that's causing issues and problems in their life. Um, and this is what they're still dealing with. They're having a sense of expectation that one day you'll open up and speak with them. Also, they're getting more into the expectation um, and knowing, okay, but your person is different from everybody else's timeline, okay? That they, again, the mask, this mask keep coming out. It's a lot of masked people walking around, literally and figuratively. The mask card came out, let me hush, the other day. But hiding true feelings, pretending, delude, gaslighting, and personify. This is what your person is still having a conflict with. They don't want to demask their self to the other people that they have around them, because then they will be found out that they really want happiness, joy, they want a sense of freedom, they want to do new things, they want to build and have new things. For some of them, they want they even want more structure. Some of them want marriage, commitment. They want this sense of stability. But whoever that they keep masking their self for can be people in their community, people they hang out with, people they going out with to the clubs, people that they hanging around in their neighborhood that they grew up with, um, people that just know them. They're having a hard time with that sense of conflict. Well, I want to change for you, but I don't want to demask myself for the other groups of people that know me, because they may feel, I don't know, maybe lesser than a person. But like I say, all of that is fake. So the person don't want to be fake with you, but they still want to be fake for their friends and people that they know. And this is what they're struggling with. But what I don't understand as a person, why would somebody delay their sense of happiness and joy and to move on with their life to keep being seen as somebody that they're not to other people? But hey, we have it every day. And you know what it's called? Social media. Somebody here is feeling pressured to fight for this. They're hoping that you would wait from them, but they're actually waiting on you to stop being stubborn. But I don't feel that a lot of you are being stubborn. I feel that you're wanting more. Oh, hold on. Y'all got 3 cards. This little gnat is getting on my nerves. Okay. So we got separation in reverse, self-indulgence, and karmic relationship in reverse. Some of you, your person is still trying to stay in contact and still have battles, conflicts, and stuff going on with karmic people that they should have been left alone. Okay. But for some, if they have a lot of Mars in their chart, they could still be wanting to be seen as that, right? This is They're losing money and all type of stuff because they won't fight for the better things. They may think that they are, But you ever noticed that when you leave certain people in certain situations alone and you start to go another path, things start changing and opening up and changing for the better. And then somebody will have that realization like, man, soon as I start messing with this person, soon as I moved from this area, soon as I stopped this relationship or dealing with this person, I don't had all type of good luck. That's what they would say, right? I don't I don't got this and this. As soon as I stopped dealing with this person or those people, soon as I had a change of mindset, things started getting better for me. That's because now you're back on the track, on the path that you were needing to be on. So, separating, somebody here is struggling about communicating with you if they still telling you that they miss you. Um, Addiction in reverse. Yeah. Like I said, Scorpio is a very strong addiction house. Also, 12th house of Pisces. But, some of you, I see that your next relationship actually that will be coming towards you. And I'm telling you again, it's going to be more of next year, at least after November. It's going to be something that's more structured for you. It won't be a karmic. But whoever you're dealing with right now, um, is you, a lot of you, detaching, okay, from the possessiveness, obsession, codependency. And codependency can be different things. It can be depending on somebody for shelter, money, emotions, feelings, um, admiration, adoration, um, intimacy, dating, friendship. It's plenty. Maybe they the plug. Okay, whatever. It's a lot of different codependencies. It's not just about intimacy. Wedding rings or wedding in reverse. See through the facade. Just like I said. Change of fate. The sun and the Hierophant. Wow. So that's beautiful. The more that you continue to work on your own religion and or spirituality, you will continue to have a new test of belief or faith. Um, you're going to have a huge change in your life here. Okay, some of you can be Taurus, Sag, Leo, Aries, Scorpio, Capricorn, Gemini, Virgo. August. Okay. So when Mercury go retrograde, somebody is going to, not everybody, okay, but somebody here is going to start seeing through the facade that is keeping them constricted, whether it's them or people around them. You can have people around you that don't want to see you do good. They don't want to see you in a new relationship. They don't want to see you get married or engaged. Something like the evil eye, right? But somebody here, something as a secret also can be lifted or said. Somebody here is going to become more aware and ready to explore and to have this change. Okay, a change of growth. This realization is actually what you and this person is waiting on for y'all to connect. It's not you, it's the other person. Okay. This is in reverse. A special date came back out because everybody that may see this, your person may not do it by August. It's not the right time. So if you don't really get communication or see some type of change of growth from your person in the month of August, then it's still going to be later on, like probably into May of next year, because that's when Rahu and Ketu and Saturn will be going direct and moving on. The Wheel of Fortune is about change. Um, but again, you know, this person is having a lot of conflict. They're feeling the pressure to change and to be more optimistic and to move on with their life. Um, but they just won't really open up to become that strength, the Emperor. Okay. Okay. So, real quickly, if you're thinking about traveling right now, it's not a very good time to travel. We're getting very much more closer to Mercury going retrograde. I always tell you to make sure you print out itineraries, print out maps, take screenshots, um, because it's gonna be even more electronic or glitches when it comes to these computers. In the next couple of weeks, we will have a repeat of something similar to what's going on currently. Um, but everything is not going to be fixed. Some things will be off or offline all the way up until August. Okay. So, I think that's about it. We had the same cards to come back out and I shuffled. The only thing new that came out was August. But things will be getting better for a lot of us, for a lot of you by August, especially by the middle of August, August the 15th, 16th, when the sun does go into Leo season. Um, some of you actually may get a special date or a date offer because the sun will illuminate fifth house of dating, romance, intimacy. Um, but right now is not the time. Okay. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank you again, Ada, for the contribution to the channel. I appreciate it. Um, if you come back on tomorrow, I always give a free question to new subscribers. So if you do come on tomorrow, make sure you have your question ready. I'll answer it then, okay? Thank y'all so much, and I'll see you in the next one.